Have you ever wondered why a man can seem distant, silent, or even conflicted, yet you feel something incredibly deep brewing beneath the surface? Today, we're going to explore exactly that. You'll learn why a man can be far more in love than he consciously realizes, and how his unconscious mind reveals that love long before his words do. We'll uncover the silent psychological signals that can't be faked or rehearsed. Most importantly, you'll see why his confusion, hesitation, and emotional contradictions are often signs of depth, not a lack of feeling. This isn't your typical dating advice about texting rules or surface behaviors. This is about Carl Jung's psychology, the unconscious mind, and the hidden emotional mechanisms that activate when love touches the soul before the ego is ready. If you've ever felt someone pulling you close and pushing you away at the same time, or sensed something real beneath a quiet exterior, this video will change how you interpret those moments forever. The heart always speaks before the mouth does. Long before a man understands what he feels, his unconscious has already chosen. Carl Jung believed the unconscious mind is not a passive storage unit. It's alive, it reacts, and it expresses truth long before logic can catch up. This is why true love rarely begins with absolute certainty. When a man is deeply affected by someone on a psychological level, it's his inner world that shifts first, not his words or his plans. It's his energy. And that initial shift often creates confusion, not just for you, but for him too. One moment he's close, present, and warm. The next, he pulls back, goes quiet, or seems distracted. Most people misread this as a sign of disinterest. But Jung would call it something else entirely: inner conflict. When love reaches the unconscious before the conscious mind is ready, the psyche splits into two opposing forces: the desire for closeness and the fear of transformation. Because real love isn't just about pleasure, it's about change. The unconscious knows that once love is truly admitted, life can never remain the same. That's why the deepest love often hides behind hesitation. As Jung famously said, what we resist not only persists, but grows stronger. When a man resists his feelings, they don't just disappear. They move underground and express themselves symbolically through his behavior, his silences, his tension, and his contradictions. This is why quiet attention becomes the first major signal. I'm not talking about loud, performative charm. I mean quiet, focused awareness. He notices changes in you that you never even announced. He picks up on the shift in your tone before your words do, and senses your mood before you've had a chance to explain it. This kind of attention isn't intentional. It's instinctive. The unconscious automatically recognizes what matters. Jung believed that when an emotion is powerful, the psyche projects it outward so it can be observed. That's exactly what's happening here. He'll remember small details about you without trying. He'll bring you up in conversation without even realizing it. He might feel pulled toward you at moments that make no logical sense. This isn't obsession. It's resonance. Your presence has activated something inside him that was dormant. And once it's activated, it can't be ignored. Another major shift happens in how he behaves specifically around you. Many men maintain a consistent persona, a social mask they show the world, one of confidence, control, and predictability. But when real, raw emotion enters the picture, that persona cracks. Jung called this the collapse of the social mask. Around you, he might suddenly become more vulnerable, slightly awkward, unusually quiet, or emotionally exposed. This isn't because he's weak. It's because genuine affection humbles the ego. Real love removes the mask. His silence around you starts to feel different. It isn't empty. It's charged with meaning. He feels safe enough with you to stop performing. And that feeling of safety is one of the deepest signals of unconscious attachment. Jung wrote that the soul protects what it loves. So when he slows down around you, hesitates before speaking, or chooses his words carefully, it's not a sign of distance. It's a sign of care. He doesn't want to damage something precious, that he doesn't fully understand yet. This is also where the contradiction really shows up. He might pull away suddenly. This isn't because he stopped feeling, but because the sheer intensity of his emotions frightened him. Many men fear the transformation love brings even more than they fear rejection. Rejection wounds the ego, but love threatens one's entire identity. It demands growth and change. So, the unconscious responds with a dance of approach and retreat. But notice something crucial. Even when he pulls back, he always returns. Something inside him keeps recalibrating and pointing back toward you. This magnetic pull isn't a strategy. It's a form of recognition. Jung believed the soul recognizes a deep familiarity that goes beyond logic. That's why he listens to you differently than he does to others. You'll notice his eyes soften, his body lean in unconsciously. You have entered his inner world, and once you're inside, you affect his emotional equilibrium. Your sadness unsettles him. Your joy lifts him. Your stress echoes inside of him. He may not know why, but he feels a sense of responsibility. This isn't obligation. It's emotional entanglement. At this stage, love has already begun. The mind just hasn't admitted it yet. As this unconscious attachment deepens, his inner structure begins to reorganize. Jung believed that meaningful emotional connections reshape our entire psyche, not loudly, but gradually. This is when you start to notice changes in his life, even when you're not around. His routines might shift, his thoughts wander, and his focus drifts. You have become what Jung called an inner image, a psychological force that transforms behavior even in your absence. This is precisely what love does. He begins to think of you at random moments while driving, working, or just sitting in silence. Not intentionally, but automatically. This is also when quiet effort starts to appear. I'm not talking about dramatic gestures, but small, consistent actions. He remembers things you said. He adjusts his plans for you. He apologizes when he's wrong. Effort is the unconscious mind preparing a space for you in his life. Someone who feels nothing doesn't move. Someone who loves, even unknowingly, reorganizes their entire life. Another often overlooked sign is emotional attunement. He starts to feel your emotional shifts before you even have to explain them. He becomes restless when you seem distant, and protective when you feel vulnerable. This isn't about being controlling. It's an instinctive response. This instinct also reveals itself when others speak about you. Watch his face. The unconscious reacts much faster than conscious thought. As Jung said, the unconscious does not lie. Then, the most revealing moment arrives quietly. He begins to imagine a future, and you are naturally inside it. He won't say it directly, but it will be implied in small sentences and casual visions. You are no longer just an option. You are part of the structure of his future. This is the moment love crosses a critical threshold. He may still hesitate. He may still resist putting it into words, but emotionally, he has already chosen you. Real love doesn't always arrive with grand declarations. Sometimes it arrives as a profound sense of peace. Being around you calms his mind. He lowers his defenses and stops trying to prove himself. That calm isn't boredom. It is a sense of belonging. When a man feels emotionally safe, he aligns his life with yours, without being asked and without negotiation. Jung described this as psychic resonance, where two inner worlds naturally adjust toward harmony. This is why he defends you when you're not there. It's why he includes you in his decisions, big and small. And it's why he feels deeply unsettled at the very thought of losing you. At this point, loss doesn't just mean losing a person. It threatens his inner balance. And finally, when the love can no longer be hidden, his silence changes one last time. It becomes a form of presence. His body tells the truth before his mouth does, through his breathing, his eye contact, his stillness. This silence is not emptiness. It is soul recognition. At this stage, love is no longer forming. It exists. Even if he hasn't said it, And even if he hasn't fully admitted it to himself, his unconscious has already spoken, and it never speaks without meaning. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of human connection.